Is Amy really gonna need all this stuff? I thought the girls were only going to Boston for one night.
Oh, well, they are, but Amy always likes to look her best.
Amy, come on! I'm just fixing my hair. I want to be in Boston by 4 so that we have time to check into the hotel before we go to the theater.
We have plenty of time, Joe. Don't worry.
I'm just so excited. It's been so long since we've done anything fun together.
I know. I've been looking forward to this for weeks. 2 whole days together. Just us 3 sisters.
It's only going to be 2 sisters if Amy doesn't hurry up.
I'm coming.
Fine.
Well, are we ready to go? We don't want to be late.
Are you ladies sure you don't want a dashing, charming, handsome escort to accompany you to the theater tonight?
Well, Lori, where on earth would we find someone like that on such short notice?
Goodbye.
We'll be back tomorrow afternoon.
Have a good time.
We will, don't worry.
Yeah. And how about some cheese?
Yeah, good idea. And some ham.
Yeah. And some pickled beets to give some color.
Good idea? That should be good.
Yeah. Wait,
I was eating that fudge.
now it's ready.
What is that?
It's a bait ball. We're going after Big Charlie. And he don't like worms.
Who's Big Charlie?
That's the biggest catfish we've ever seen. Me and Dad have been trying to catch him for 3 months. Tried all kinds of different baits we could think of, but today we're gonna try something a little different.
A little bit of everything. You want to surprise Mrs. Joe when she gets back.
Do you really think that's gonna work? Charlie didn't get that big by being stupid, you know.
Oh, and Nan, you think that bug's gonna work?
I'm not using it for bait, Dan. It's a violet ground beetle. I'm adding it to my insect collection.
Man, don't you have enough bugs already?
You can never have too many bugs.
Oh, of course, I forgot.
Dan,
Well, that should be enough vegetables.
Better cut up a few more. Joe and her sisters will probably be starving by the time they get home.
Hey, Asia.
Well, look at the size of that fish.
Hey, is that Big Charlie?
Yeah, finally caught him.
Yeah, put up a good fight, too. Took both of us to reel him in.
Good job, boys.
Well, I know we're having for Thanksgiving dinner.
Father, what are you doing here?
I was looking for your mother. They're not back yet, Nick?
I thought maybe they stopped for a while at your place.
Well, no, I haven't seen them. I mean, they were supposed to be back hours ago.
They're probably having so much fun in Boston they lost track of time.
I'm sure you're right.
I'll bet they're on the way home right now. Probably pass them on the road.
Is that their carriage?
Looks like it.
That's Amy's.
Where are they? Straps ain't broken. Looks to me like someone unbuckled them.
Why?
Amy! Nick!
Joe! Joe! Amy!
What is it?
Trail's gone.
Gone?
They might have backtracked or maybe they followed the stream. Hard to tell in the dark.
Well, we have to head back to Concord and get the sheriff. We need to organize a search party immediately.
Yeah. It's gonna be light soon. don't believe it.
Is that them?
Joe?
Amy. Oh, thank God. Are you all right?
Just take me home.
What happened to you?
I've been wandering around the woods for 2 days.
Thanks to Joe's shortcut.
Oh, Amy, don't start with me. I said I'd get us back to the road, and I did.
Yes, after 2 days. Some shortcut.
Well, if we didn't have to stop and wait for you every 5 seconds, Amy, it wouldn't have taken us so long.
I hurt my ankle, Joe.
Yes, running away from your imaginary bear.
Shut up, Meg.
Ladies, now start at the beginning. What happened to your horse?
Some crazy woman stole him.
Yes, Meg's little friend. She wasn't my friend, Joe. She was just, well, someone who needed a ride.
She'll be coming round the mountain, she'll be coming round the mountain, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Toot, toot. Come on, sing with me.
Stop asking, Meg. I don't want to sing.
Joe, stop the buggy. There's someone on the road.
I don't have time to stop.
Joe, please, just for a minute.
All right.
Whoa. Excuse me. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. Thank you for asking. I'm fine.
Are you going to Boston, Miss?
Burns. Sadie Burns. I'm going to see my mother, who's gravely ill. The doctors say she'll be lucky if she makes it through the night, so I'm making my way to Boston to tell her that I love her and to say goodbye.
How tragic. We're heading to Boston ourselves. Please, let us give you a ride.
I'm all right. I don't mean to impose. I only have another 20 miles to go.
Well, you must be on your way. I'm gonna hold you up.
Joe, we can't let her walk all the way to Boston.
Meg, we are not giving this woman a ride.
Why not?
Because I don't like her.
Oh, what's wrong with her?
I just don't like her. And what I say is all that matters. I don't care what anyone else wants.
I did not say that. Well, that's what you were thinking.
I didn't want to pick up that woman because she was dangerous. I could see that from the moment we laid eyes on her.
Nice horse you got there.
Thanks.
We're on our way to Boston. Are you heading there too?
That's right. Boston.
Well, hop in. We'll give you a ride.
Meg, I don't know about this woman.
What's wrong with her?
Look at her. She looks dangerous.
Oh, Joe.
We going or what? I ain't getting any younger back here.
Get up! Later, Amy said she was starving. So we stopped for a picnic.
Good, hmm?
Oh my, you must have been hungry.
I wanted some chicken.
Got some whiskey in there?
No.
No?
No.
Left mine in the wagon. Guess we better go get some.
This woman is trouble.
She ate the whole chicken.
Oh, Joe, quit being so negative.
I didn't get any of it.
I think we should just forget about this picnic and just keep driving.
Not a wing, not a drumstick, nothing.
Cookie? Sadie was taking a long time, so I thought I'd better go and check on her. Hey! Stop! You're not taking my horse!
And who's gonna stop me? I am.
Oh, please. You did not get into a fight with that woman. She was already riding away by the time we got there.
Wait! Come back!
This is all your fault.
So, then with the horse gone, we were stuck out there in the middle of nowhere. I wanted to wait for another wagon to come along, but Joe got impatient and said,
Well, I'm walking home. I know a shortcut through the woods.
Joe, I really think we should stay on the road. I'm sure someone's bound to come along.
Well, I'm sick of waiting.
Well, I'm doing whatever Joe's doing. I never said that. I just didn't want her wandering off in the woods alone.
Oh, I see. So you were doing me a favor, is that it?
Well, what was I supposed to do, Joe? Let you go traipsing off in the woods all by yourself?
Well, why don't we discuss the details a little later?
Fine. Let's go home.
Good idea.
Well, finally, something we all agree on.
Mrs. Joe, are you all right?
Where's her dress?
Mother, what happened to you?
It's a long story.
Ow! Careful. What did you do to your arm?
How did that happen, Amy?
I fell when I was running.
From her imaginary bear.
It was a real bear, Joe.
You got chased by a bear?
There was no bear. And because of Amy, we lost the only food that we had.
There was no bear.
I'm telling you, it was real. I was picking berries, and that's when I heard it. Joe? Meg?
Look what I got!
Last time, Amy, there was no bear. It was all in your head.
I don't have to stand here and listen to this.
Fine. Then leave. Both of you. Fine by me.
Laurie, take me home.
Nick, would you be so kind as to give me a ride home?
Sure.
Thanks for putting up those shelves for me. My insect collection's gonna look great.
Maybe now you can keep those disgusting creatures on your side of the room.
Do you see how mad Mrs. Joe was at her sisters today?
I know. I couldn't believe how rude she was to my mother.
Well, she's got a right to be. Being stuck out in the woods for 2 days with your mother?
Well, Aunt Jo isn't exactly the easiest person to get along with either. She's constantly bossing us all around.
Look who's talking.
Way off, Nan.
Hey, she was just standing up for Mrs. Joe.
Bess is just sticking up for her mother.
Is everything all right in here?
Everything's fine.
Bess, the lamps in the parlor are almost empty. Isn't it your job to refill them this week?
Get right to it.
Oh, Asia, if you have some time, I'd like to start looking through this recipe book and planning Thanksgiving dinner with you.
All right, but don't you want to discuss it with your sisters?
Oh, I think it'll be just you and I planning dinner this year.
Joe, how long are you going to let this go on? It's been 4 days and you haven't said not one word to your sisters. I don't understand. What happened out there in those woods to make you so angry with them?
Well, it was one ordeal after another. I was doing everything I could to make the best of things. But Amy and Meg were no help at all.
Joe, slow down. I'm tired. My feet hurt.
It isn't much further, Amy.
It's a beautiful day to be lost in the woods.
We aren't lost, Meg. I know exactly where we are.
No, you don't. We've been walking around for hours and hours, and I'm stopping right here.
I'm doing whatever Amy's doing.
Well, then, I guess we'll just camp out here for the night.
No, I am not spending the night in the woods.
Well, Amy, you're the one who wanted to stop, and besides, it's going to be dark soon. We should probably get some rest and get a fresh start in the morning.
Joe, it's dirty. And there's bugs. And it's dirty.
Sit on this.
The ground is too hard.
I'm gonna build a fire. Meg, let's get some firewood. Meg? Meg had wandered off, so I had to build the fire myself.
Joe, you're not doing it right.
What am I doing wrong?
I don't know how to build a fire. I just know you're doing it wrong.
Huh. Well, now at least we'll keep warm.
Joe, it's raining.
Amy even found a way to blame me for that.
Joe, you know you would be miserable without your sisters. Why don't you go and make up with them? Somebody's got to make the first step.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to look for Nan's beetle that escaped again.
Why is she looking for it herself?
Because she doesn't want to run into Bess. What are you doing here?
Bess wanted a hair tonic, but she didn't want to have to see Nan.
How long do you think Bess and Nan will be mad at each other?
Till Nan learns how to keep her big mouth shut.
What are you talking about?
Come on, Nat. She's always got an opinion about everything. She's always saying exactly what's on her mind, even when people don't want to hear it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
There is if it hurts someone's feelings. Here. Nan's supposed to keep those things on her side of the room, you know.
Well, she would if Bess's stuff didn't clutter up the whole place. I've never seen anyone with more beauty products in my life.
So? She likes to look good. What's wrong with that?
Come on, Dan. The only reason you're sticking up for her is because you're sweet on her. We both know that.
Hello. Hi. Is Amy here?
Well, no. She's in town, but she'll be back soon. She'll be happy to see you.
I think this thing has gone on long enough.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, Joe. Because I know Amy feels the same way. And, well, she's ready to forgive you and put this all behind her.
I'm sorry. Forgive me for what?
Getting all of you lost in the woods.
Well, if it weren't for Amy, we wouldn't have had to go into the woods at all. She cost us our only ride back to Concord.
What are you talking about? Amy told me that she wanted to wait for the ride, then you got impatient and marched off into the woods.
We did wait for a ride. Finally, one came along. And Amy took one look at the wagon and just refused to get in.
I'm not getting into that wagon with those animals.
For heaven's sakes, Amy, it's just 3 little pigs. And they're fenced off. There's plenty of room in here for us.
No.
Look how cute they are. You're so cute. Yes, you are.
Amy, get in.
I'm not getting into that wagon.
Amy?
I'm not. I did not have a tantrum.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. And they were not 3 little pigs.
Well, hop in, Amy. There's plenty of room. Look how cute they are. Maybe we should wait for another wagon. What's wrong with this one? Oh, Amy, it wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was. I had very good reason not to get into that wagon.
So, None of us got into the wagon. Nope. We waited and waited and waited for another ride to come along. And after several hours, I thought that the best thing for us to do was to take a shortcut through the woods.
But did you ask us what we wanted to do?
Of course not.
You never do.
Nat, want to go fishing after church today?
I guess.
Dan, want to come?
No.
It's his problem. He obviously doesn't want to spend time with either of you. And I can't blame him for that.
Nat, will you please tell Bess that I'm not interested in hearing anything she has to say?
Well, Nat, would you please tell Nan that I wouldn't waste my breath talking to her anyway?
Well, tell Bess that I don't...
You know what? Tell her yourself. I'm sick of both of you.
I need to speak with you. What do you want? Just come with me.
Well, that's a lovely idea.
I think the three of us need to talk. Unless the two of you have come to apologize, I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, here we go again. It's always us who needs to apologize to you. Nothing's ever your fault, is it, Joe? It must be nice to be so perfect. If anyone thinks they're perfect, Amy, it's you.
Ladies, please.
If you spent half as much time fashioning your character as you do styling your hair, you might actually be an interesting person.
Let's not argue, please. I know we've had our differences in the past, but we've always managed to get through them. I know that we can do it again.
And take off the rose-colored glasses for once in your life.
What?
You're so naive about everything. That woman on the street, for example. She was nothing but trouble, but you couldn't see it. You just had to pick her up.
You two always have to find someone to blame, don't you? Whenever something goes wrong, all you do is fight like children, and I'm the one that gets caught in the middle. Well, I am tired of waiting for you two to grow up.
I came over to spend some time with Bess.
Where's Amy?
Well, she's refusing to set foot inside Plumfield. Hello, sweetheart.
Father. I thought you could teach me how to play chess today.
Oh, chess. I love chess. Your father and I used to play all the time when we were children.
Oh, on second thought, I'd rather we go for a walk. Come on, let's go.
Well, I'll be along in a moment. I just want to speak to your Aunt Jo.
All right.
Jo, I'm sorry.
I'm not surprised that she's angry with me. I would expect her to stand up for her mother.
Well, I'll try and talk to her. But I really think the best way to settle this is for you and Amy to resolve your differences.
It's not that simple, Lori. You heard us outside the church. We said some terrible things to each other.
That was just your anger speaking.
It wasn't just anger. For the first time, we all said what we really thought of each other, how we really see each other. We were malicious and hurtful. I don't know if we'll ever get past that.
What kind of bait you using?
Worms.
Do you think there's another big trolley in here?
I don't know. Maybe.
He's pretty big, huh?
Yeah. Thought I was gonna pull the pole right out of your hands.
I had a good hold on him.
Come on, Nat. You know full well if I hadn't jumped in there when I did, you would have lost him for sure.
I didn't ask for your help.
Well, you needed it.
No, I didn't. Dan, you're always trying to act like the hero whether people need your help or not.
Listen, I saved your hide a good number of times back in Boston. Never heard you complain about it then.
Because you wouldn't let me. I'm sick of you always trying to help me.
Fine. See if I ever help you again.
Nan, I have told you a million times to keep these disgusting creatures away from me.
What are you doing?
Keep them on your side of the room.
Bess, how could you?
Let's get some potatoes, right? Can you remind me of that?
Hey, Debbie and Daisy are here.
Thank you. Debbie, Daisy, time to go.
How come they don't come over and play with me anymore?
Well, Aunt Meg has been very busy, honey. Come on over here and help me with this list. There you go.
Hey, Meg. See Joe inside?
Yes, I did.
Meg, the three of you can't keep going like this. Thanksgiving's coming up. Now, you're always the one who settles things between your sisters. Can't you try to talk to them?
I did. I tried outside the church, in the cabin, in the woods.
Wait. What cabin?
The one that we found when we were in the woods, following another one of Joe's shortcuts.
It's got to be this way. I know it is. You always right.
My dress is ruined.
Oh, Amy, I'm sure you'll buy another one. Look! It's a cabin!
Someone must live there.
Someone lives there. They must have food! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Let's knock on the door. Maybe they'll be willing to help us. Nope. No one home. Well, let's wait out here. I'm sure they'll be back soon.
Something's cooking. Smells like beef stew.
Joe,
Beef stew with rosemary and tarragon.
Joe, what are you doing?
It's an old door. I've got to be able to break it down.
Ah! Joe, you can't break into somebody's home.
Hurry, Joe, I'm starving.
It is stew! Amy, Joe, we don't have permission to be in here.
Blah, blah, blah.
Don't shoot.
You!
So, the woman who stole your horse was the one who owned the cabin?
Well, she didn't exactly own it.
I found this place first. Now, you get out.
Where's my horse?
I said get out! No. What, you think you're so tough because you have that rifle? You're nothing but a coward. Joe, you better watch your mouth.
Excuse me, miss. I just wanted to say that she doesn't speak for the rest of us. I personally don't think you're a coward at all.
People like you make me sick. I said shut up or I'm gonna...
You're gonna what? You're gonna shoot me?
Go right ahead. I dare you.
Nick, could you please help me with these boxes?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Well, let's just say, if it wasn't for me, Joe would have gotten us all killed.
Need any help, Nat? No. Nat doesn't need help with anything, do you, Nat?
No! Bess! Give it back! Bess, give it
Hey!
back!
What's going on here? Bess! Stop it!
She threw my entire insect collection out the window.
Well, look what you did to my hair! She put something in my tonic!
Well, do you know how long it took me to collect those bugs?
They're just bugs, Nan. You can collect more. But dyeing Bess's hair green, that's going too far.
Just chlorinated lime, Dan. It'll wash out. Those bugs were important to me.
Well, I'm glad Bess threw them out. Maybe that'll teach you to think next time before you go pulling another one of your stupid pranks.
Don't talk to Nan like that.
Stay out of this, Nat.
No! You're always trying to act like you're above us or something, trying to tell us what to do when you're not the boss.
Yeah. Well, at least I try and solve problems myself instead of running to Mrs. Joe all the time.
Yeah, you're such a goody, Nat.
Stay out of it, Meal.
At least I follow the rules. I'm not always trying to prove what a big man I am.
I'm not the one who's got to prove anything.
Nat! Yeah, get him!
Dan! Dan! Come on, Nash! Oh, shut up! Get up, Nash! Come on, Dan! Get him, Nanny! Dad! Get him! Come on, Nash! What is going on in here?
Knock it off!
What has gotten into all of you? You're supposed to be friends. Friends don't treat each other like this.
That means a lot. Coming from you.
I had no idea it had come to this. I mean, Nan and Bess argue all the time. But Dan and Nat getting into a fist fight because of the fighting I've been doing with my sisters? It's gone too far.
Yes, it has. Now, either you go into town on your own right now and sort things out with your sisters, or I'm gonna take you there myself.
Amy! Meg! Amy, please. It's time we put an end to all of this fighting between us. It's starting to affect everyone around us, including the children. We can't let it go on any longer. All right.
Fine.
We can talk in the park. Be a little more private there. Hey. What? This is my horse.
Well, if this is your horse, where's the woman who stole him?
Oh my God! She's robbing the store.
What are we going to do?
If you could throw in some of that licorice too, I sure would appreciate it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Y'all have a good day now.
What are you doing? I'm trying to knock her out. With a cabbage. Go and get the sheriff.
They gave me the horse.
Oh, that's right. We gave you our horse because we didn't really want to spend 2 wonderful days in Boston. No. We would much rather spend the time wandering around in the woods with nothing to eat, sleeping out in the rain, being chased by a bear.
Oh, here we go with a bear again.
I know what I saw.
So she did steal the horse.
Wait. How come you're sleeping out in the rain? I thought you found a cabin.
We didn't find the cabin until the second day. We spent the first night out in the woods.
Yes, out in the rain.
Not the entire night.
It's so cold. I know, but what are we supposed to do?
We can't stand out here all night in the rain or we're gonna catch our death of cold.
We could build a shelter.
A shelter? With what?
With our clothes. We'll use my dress as a tarp. Joe, we can spread your dress on the ground and lie on it. Meg, we can use your dress as a blanket to keep warm.
Oh, Amy, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Of course it'll work. I saw it in a play. The Tempest. When they get shipwrecked on Prospero's Island, they build a shelter with all the things that they have.
What are we supposed to hold it up with?
With these. So once we built a shelter, we were finally able to get some sleep.
Excuse me, ladies. Where was Miss Burns during all this?
Well, she was already gone by that point.
Well, then what does any of this have to do with her stealing your horse?
Well, she didn't just steal our horse. She held us at gunpoint in the cabin.
You were trespassing.
It wasn't your cabin to begin with. And besides, the door was open.
After you broke it down.
I didn't break it down, Meg. I just turned the doorknob. I told you not to go in there, but you never listened to me.
Can we just stick to the matter at hand? Now tell me what happened when you were at the cabin.
Well, we were walking through the woods.
Sheriff, if you want to hear the truth, you're not going to get it out of these three. I'll tell you what really happened.
Oh, hello. What? That isn't the truth at all.
Now stop. Now either you tell me the truth, or I'll put all of you in jail.
All right. We were sitting there having stew when that woman walked in and pulled a gun on us.
Don't shoot.
You?
Please, just let us go.
So you can run straight to the sheriff's office? I don't think so.
We won't go to the sheriff. We promise.
I can't take that chance. I'm just gonna have to shoot you.
How could you be so cold?
I think I'm gonna shoot you first.
No, Sadie, please. Forgive my sister. She's just tired. We all are. We've been wandering around the woods for 2 days, and we just want to go home. Keep the horse. We don't care about that. Just please let us go. We have children waiting for us at home. Please.
Get out of here.
Get out!
I should have shot you when I had the chance.
Thank you, ladies. I have enough information to press charges. You can go now.
So, after the cabin, you found your way back to the road?
Well, not right away. We spent most of the night wandering around in the woods, following another one of Joe's shortcuts.
Yes, Joe kept insisting she knew the way. She just wouldn't let it go.
Yeah, she can be pretty stubborn. But, it comes in handy. I mean, she did get you back to the road, didn't she?
Yes. And Meg got you out of that cabin. Amy kept you out of the rain. So when you really think about it, all three of you played a part in getting yourselves through that ordeal.
Let's get the wagons.
Wagons.
Asia, I'm heading into camp.
Hello, Dan.
Mrs. Morris?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were on your way out.
I was on my way to see you and Meg, actually.
Really?
Come inside. I'll make us some tea.
What's your mother doing here?
Just talking to Aunt Joe. Looks like they're making up.
Even after all those mean things we said to each other?
They always forgive each other, no matter how much they fight.
We do fight an awful lot.
You can't help it. They're so different.
Like night and day.
Yeah, and I'm sure it won't be long before they're fighting again.
Well, at least we know that they'll always make up.
Nat? You wanna go fishing? Let's go.
It seems as though all we've been doing these last couple of weeks is arguing over what happened in the woods. But it wasn't until last night that I realized there was something I forgot to say. I forgot to say thank you for not giving up on me. I know I drove you crazy. And I did complain about everything. But still, not once did you give up on me.
You're my little sister, Amy. It's my job to look after you.
I've always needed looking after, haven't I? Meg was always the sensible one. You the smart one. Beth the sweet one. And I was always the little one, trying desperately to be noticed. I thought that if I was pretty, that I might finally be noticed. I suppose that's why my looks have always been so important to me. I don't really have anything else to offer.
Amy. That's not true. You have so many wonderful qualities that I could only dream of having. You're graceful. And you're elegant. And refined. And you're good at so many things. Look at how you organized the town dance. Ball. I could never have done that. I'm short-tempered and outspoken, and I'm stubborn to a fault.
Not stubborn. Determined. You know what you want, and you're not afraid to go after it. Oh, I wish I could be more like that.
So do I. I can never make a decision. And even when I do, I'm always turning to you two for help.
Well, it wouldn't hurt me to be a little more patient.
Like you, Meg. Maybe if I were, I wouldn't always be getting myself into so much trouble.
We're all hopelessly flawed, aren't we?
But together we make one perfect person.
Well, maybe not perfect.
Well, I guess we better stick together then.